Hey everybody, my name is Jeff. I call this expert advice. I talk to myself because sometimes I need expert advice. Today, bringing you along for the ride, and this is going to serve as kind of a introductory video to help me put my thoughts together about how I want to present the rest of the ongoing story of making sorghum syrup. We went through a long process beginning about a year ago and culminating in the beginning of October making cooking syrup exactly the way my grandfather did, almost exactly, at least the way that he did in the 90s and the 2000s. But I need to do this, I need to talk my way through this in order to put my thoughts together and to be able to bring all the pieces, all the video snippets and things together in a way that makes sense. Our first step was to get our press greased and oiled and spinning again, which we did that, and I made some videos about it. Our second step was to plant cane, and I have a few videos about that. The next step after that was to build a new pan to hold the juice and to cook the juice into syrup in. I'm going to splice this clip here in front of the pan building video, and we'll make our way forward from there. So in this, in the video that I'm going to put together to go after this, we build the pan, and we made a couple of design decisions with the pan. We made the pan, first we evaluated the pan that we started with. The sides of the pan were new, air quotes, new in 1982, and all this was done in 2020, so at 38 years old, it had not aged particularly well. The bottom of the pan, it was from the stuff that my dad's uncle Raymond had given to them when they decided they wanted to try and start making syrup. His family had used it before that, but it had probably sat dormant for 20 years before that. So I'd imagine the stainless steel pan bottom was 90 years old maybe. It had been put on a frame and nailed on with roofing nails, hundreds of roofing nails. So there were loads of holes in the bottom of this pan. And the pan bottom was very, very thin, and it had sagged in the middle from the weight of all the juice that we had put into it, and it was starting to leak a little bit. We evaluated possibly trying to reuse it, and then I priced a sheet of new stainless steel, and we decided let's just make a new one, because this trying to reuse this old one is a lot more work than it's really worth. So I bought a sheet of stainless steel, too thick. I believe I bought 20 gauge stainless steel, which is too thick. And I bought 1/8 thick carbon steel by 1.5 inch wide bar stock to make a band around the pan. Again, too thick. Could have gone thinner. We overbuilt, as I frequently do. one of the things that I love about my dad is that he saves stuff, and he still had more of the wood that he built the original pan with in 1982. The one thing that I do want to bring up, because it's in in a newspaper article that my grandfather was interviewed for, is that the wood the sides of the pan are made out of is crucial to the taste, because just like whiskey or wine, the liquid that you put into a wood vessel will absorb some of those flavors, and poplar wood, it turns out, is really neutral, and it doesn't impart a strong, particularly 40-year-old poplar that's dried out in the rafters of a garage. It doesn't impart its own flavor. If you were to use another type of wood that had its own distinct characteristics, like oak or cherry or something like that, that wood would flavor the syrup that you're cooking in it, and you don't want that. You want you don't want the vessel to impart its own flavor to it. So that's why poplar is used in here. So anyway, without me rambling too much further, I'm going to cut this video off, and we're going to go to, I'm going to put together the video of building the pan for cooking sorghum juice into sorghum syrup. That's 81. Oh man. 39 and 3/4. Where is it right there? 36 and 16. Don't we want to potato this out first, and then trim this to our exact width.
This needed this gets cut off.
Because of that crack there, it split?
Well, yeah. Is this the edge that we used over here?
No, the other end is the one that we used. So this edge was just a shade thinner than the other.
Yep.
But I don't think a 16th is gonna make or break.
Nope.
I mean, we can leave the line here.
But if we say this is A,
yep,
and this is A, what the heck?
I don't know how precise we're really interested in this video. I don't want to spend all day trying to make this thing perfect.
We're not building a fine piece of furniture. We just want to get it reasonably straight and level so it doesn't leak. I want my dado to be 3/8 of an inch thick.
Deep?
Deep. So that is 1 inch and 5/8. I'm going to take 3/8 out of that. Yep. That'll. It's not perfect.
Since when is anything?
Well, it's a little bit wide, but I'm gonna put cloth in there. It'll be fine.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Well, it's tighter than the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing has got a...
That's definitely got a bow. It's a good thing we're gonna pull it together with red rod.
It sure is, because
It's pretty bow.
Couple of
This is t-shirt material for dancing.
Yeah, see this here, I can get this end in or that end.
I tell you what I could do. I could go ahead and make the red rod assembly that's going to hold it together. That'd be best.
I mean,
Go ahead and get my metal and my thread rods ready and just put that in. How many inches?
We know we want it 38 and a half.
38 and a half. So we have to take off from that 2 5/8.
Sure. So 38 and a half.
Less 2 5/8 is 35 and 7/8. Check my math now.
Yep.
35, that's 37 and 7/8. It's 38, 38 and a half. So it's, what did I say, 35 and 7/8. Is that what I said?
Yep, that is what you said. And
so we want to cut both end pieces
to 35 and 7/8 long. All right.
That should be super simple.
Huh. Now that you said that, prepare to see what can go wrong.
Nothing. Because this is, I mean, again, if our pan turns out to be a ½ an inch wider or narrower than we planned it, it don't matter.
Nope, it doesn't.
35 and 7/8. Right there.
You know, all the time I'm fighting perfectionism. All the time, because it's a waste of time.
Cut an extra one, because I said I want to get down there to the patch, and then something happened, and I need just a little bit more felt. That's the last thing I want.
Yep, but we did good. We did fine.
Harbor Freight.
we finished our pan, and we used it. But that's a story for another day. Thanks everybody for watching. My name is Jeff. Have a good day.